Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be doing my January Get Ready With Me. I know this is a lot later in the month than it normally would be, but it did take a while for all of these products to get to me, unfortunately, and I am moving house. So this is going to be the last time that you guys will, well, this is the last time I'm filming in this house. Maybe not the last time that you guys see it, because I would have pre-filmed some other things. Not a huge amount though, which is mildly terrifying, but that's okay, we'll deal with it. I think I'm going to do a few more moving vlogs, so you might get this month that has not got a huge amount of beauty content, but then February might have a lot more, so we will see. Please be patient. However, if you guys wanted to see how I achieved this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Holika Holika Hardcover Glow Stick Foundation. I have this one in the shade number 1, which I think is Ivory. It is not written on the bottle. Every time I open it, I always expect that this is going to be the cap, but actually it is this part that is the cap. So strange. I've only got one tiny little mirror today, so if you see me looking strangely, ooh, it's very smooth. If you see me looking strangely down or into strange places, that'll be why, because I have no, I can't see anything at the moment, because this is the last video I'm filming in this house, although you probably will see the background a lot from things that have been pre-filmed and stuff. But yeah, this is the last video I'm filming here. So right after this I'm going to be taking down the lights and things. So the first layer, this is like really silicone-y, it's pretty cool actually. The first layer is pretty light coverage, so I can see a lot of like freckles and things like that over this side. The colour seems pretty good though, so I'm just going to put on a little bit. I'm obsessed with the texture of this, it's so slidey. I'm just interrupting myself. I'm going to put on another layer. A little bit goes a pretty long way actually. I have never really loved stick foundations, but this one is pretty good actually. I think mostly the stick foundation problem for me is that they're always too thick. It's hard to spread out, you get like really chunky sort of coverage, and I just really don't like the look of them. But this is very pretty. So this is what it looks like on half of my face there. Oh my gosh, this mirror is so dirty. This is the other half. I'm a bit tan at the moment because it's been summer and I got some mad tan lines again. But actually the colour looks really nice. I'm very happy with it. It's almost perfect. So I'll do the other side. I'm obsessed with this texture. How many times have I said that already in this one video? And it's really easy to blend out all the cushion puff as well, which is pretty unusual for a stick foundation because normally they're a bit thicker. So I'd find that I'd need to use like a buffing brush to blend them out. So that's pretty cool. I'm enjoying that so far. My hair is super dirty at the moment, so it is tied up all the way back. No fringe at the moment because it needs to be cut. It's pretty desperate. But we're moving all of the big furniture tomorrow. So tomorrow the beds are going to be gone. So I need to make sure that today I pack everything up around it. So all of the like desks and stuff have got to go in the same truck, but I can still leave some of like the clothes and stuff. So we don't actually have to be out of the house tomorrow. I just need to make sure that everything that is big that needs to go on the truck is ready to go. So that's okay. So we're paying double rent 2 houses, which I think is honestly the way to do it. Like it's a week's rent, it's fine. There's something. So that is the base all done. So far I really like it. We'll see how it does with anything else on top of it. So the next thing I did have is for cheeks. Oh, I forgot to mention, because of how hectic everything has been in January, I haven't done anything in order. So I haven't got this foundation as the January foundation, but I think I'm probably going to squeeze a few more videos into February, maybe. We'll see how we go. So the cheek review for January is going to be the Becca last contouring. I've got these in 2 different shades. I've got number 1, which is Milky Brown, and number 2, which is Coffee Brown. And again, these ones were supposed to have already been reviewed, but they haven't been. So when the review for these comes out, shaky, but I'll let you guys know. So I'm going to start with, this is number 1, Milk Tea. So this is the lighter brown. I'm just going to put that under the cheekbone like that. I might actually put a little bit on the nose. This is very light. Like, can you really even see that? I haven't contoured my nose in like coal white sometime, but this is very, like, that's a couple of layers. Yeah. I was hoping that this was going to be kind of similar to like Peanut Blossom. So I'm just doing the half my face first. So I'm going to use that same cushion puff to blend it in. You know, I don't know if that's taken some of the foundation off my nose, and I realise that holding this mirror right up to my face like that is very counterproductive when making a video, but I don't have the big mirror with me to peer into, and I'm not wearing my glasses. And for those who've been asking, the glasses I've been wearing for the last couple of videos, so I don't have contacts with me at the moment, and just, yeah, they're from, if you're in New Zealand, you can get them from OPSM, but they are, hold on, Armani. Yeah, they're Armani frames anyway. So you can get Armani frames from wherever you can get Armani frames from. I don't know if it has like a name or anything. AR7125502650 square 20145. That helps you. That's great. But they are really, really nice frames. So if you have glasses and you get a lot of headaches from the weight of the glasses, because I didn't always used to wear glasses. So when I transitioned to wearing them more often than not, I found that the weight on my nose made me really headachy all the time, and so actually just changing to a more lightweight frame like made a huge world of difference to me. So they were very expensive though, they were like $700. Okay, so that is half of the face with the Becca Last Contouring. I actually quite like it. I'm not going to do more, like I'm not going to do a second layer. No, I'm not going to use the coffee brown today because I have to do a lot of moving today anyway, so I don't want to be too make-uppy, but I will obviously do the other half of my face. I don't know how I feel about this on my nose, and also I don't know how I feel about this foundation on my nose. However, I have to admit that I have not been taking care of my skin in the slightest over the last couple of weeks because a lot of the stuff has moved house already and I'm not living with the stuff that I have, and I just have not been bothered washing my face properly, which is really terrible, and it hasn't really broken out, which is like a blessing. I don't know how I got so blessed by that, but the texture is really bad, and especially on my nose. Like my nose has a lot of sebaceous filaments and I keep them down pretty well, but when I'm not doing anything for my skin, they are obviously raging and raised, and I can just see the texture, and I hate it, but that's okay. We'll get back to getting everything together soon. Okay, so that is going to be the contouring. I can see a little bit of difference in real life, and I think you can see a little bit of difference on camera also. 50-50 though. So now I'm going to set my skin with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Fitting Setting Powder. Nothing new, so I'll just skip this part. Okay, so now with my skin set, I'm feeling like the foundation still looks pretty good. It's slightly less flattering at the moment because now I can see a bit more of the texture because it's not so shiny, but it's not too bad still. So we're going to move on to brows. I didn't get any brow products at all, so I'm just using the same Innisfree twin brow kit in the shade grey. Oh, those are some untamed brows. Then for shadow, I've got one of my favourite products at the moment. Even though I haven't been wearing makeup like at all, I still really like this. This is the Etude House Bake House Clay Colour Eyes Palette. And I'm just trying to think about what I want to do for eyes today. I think I'm going to go with an all over brown colour. Just for simplicity. Because, again, gotta move stuff today. And don't really want to look OTT, but also want to look a little bit put together. So this is something that would be like, I'm in a rush, but I still want to look good. So I'm going to use the very last brown colour here, which I think is called Almond Croissant, because I'm pretty sure the other one on the other side is called Sugar Rusk. So I'm going to use a flat shader brush, and I'm going to pick up some of this, and I'm going to put it straight in the middle of my eye. Oh, that's so nice and pigmented. I should zoom you in. I haven't filmed properly in so long, and I did miss it, so I've had a good break, I think. So I've just plonked it right in the center there. This is just one brush load, and then I'm just going to use dragging inwards motion. So I'm going to put the brush like here, and I'm going to drag it in like that. And it works easier for me this way rather than dragging the color out, because there is still color left on the brush, and then that way it means that I have more precision over where the color is going to. So I'm not just dragging out and flicking. Otherwise I find when I do that I end up with way too much shadow everywhere. So that is just one brush load. So now I'm just going to go slightly higher because I've got less pigment, and that way I get a really nice like fade. I did not put any primer or any base on because I'm lazy. So that's basically what it looks like there. I'm going to do exactly the same thing for the other eye. So this is one brush load. And it looks so nice. It's nicely pigmented, but it's not like too over the top. This is one of the darker colors as well, which I really like because I don't like super dark colors. Like, it's not really my thing. So this has got a nice amount of, like, I'd consider this sort of like deeper, but not to the point where it's unwearable for me. So I'm definitely a fan. This shade in particular has a little bit of glitter, so it's not just a matte brown, which makes it a little bit more interesting, I think. But I think that it just looks, yeah, really nice. So it actually looks pretty well blended in real life, but I'm just going to use a blending brush with just a little bit more on, and I wanted to take it slightly higher. So I'm going to put the, ooh, there's a stray hair there. I'm going to put it right in the center here where I want it to be, and then kind of use windshield wiper motions that way. So I'm not taking it any further out into the corner. Oh, I'm not in frame at all. Whoops. I'm not taking it any further out into the corner. I'm just bringing it slightly higher to make the eye look a little bit more round that way, rather than, because otherwise it looks quite flat and long that way. So I'm just using some, getting a little blending brush, putting it right in the center there so that I raise the appearance of the crease, because that's not where my crease really is. My crease is, well, my crease is there, that's where the thingy is, but I don't know, when I look you can't see that part of it because my eyes are not hooded but just saggy. Don't know. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit underneath the eye as well. So I'm still using the blending brush, but I'm going to duck my head out of view for a sec. Okay, and then I'm going to try and use the middle pale shade here, which is Cream Cheese Bagel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to put that like kind of in the inner corner here so that it looks a little bit less pinky, because there isn't a huge amount of, I feel like I've missed part of the foundation. And just kind of brighten it up a little bit. This doesn't normally work that well for me. Normally I would just use like a shimmer, but we'll give the matte color a go. Okay, so I've got the matte color on that eye and not on this eye. What do we think? Can we see the difference? I think I can see a little difference, but it's not huge. It's not very pigmented, this shade, I think. I think it's more meant to be like a base color rather than anything else. So that is all I'm going to do for eyeshadow for today, just to keep it very simple. And then I'm not going to do any eyeliner today because it's such a like smoky-ish look, but I'm going to curl my lashes using my Kbeauty Mirror eyelash curler, which has got a Shiseido curling refill in it, because when I like tried to find some refills for the Kbeauty Mirror ones, I just really can't find them. But the Shiseido one actually fits in fairly well. It's slightly short, that's all. So there's like one corner there where it doesn't, the refill doesn't quite reach the end, but it works. And then I'm going to put my mascara on. This is the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. Okay, and then for cheeks, I don't actually have anything new for blushes for this month. So I'm actually just going to try out some of the Candy Doll blushes because I'm just trying to figure out if I want to keep them or not. I'm still not sure. So I think I'm going to go for this one. So these are duos. This is number 3. And they come with a highlighter and a blush on top. And I do quite like them, but I feel like I just now have better blushes in my collection quality-wise, because these are beautiful, but I don't think they're that effective. So I'm going to tap the brush into the lighter pink part, and that one doesn't have a mirror in it, so I just feel like the blush kind of gets like almost stuck in places, like when you put it on. It's hard to blend it out afterwards. Although it just looks, it does look really pretty. I don't know, guys, what do you think? Should I keep them or should I send them on to someone who will love them more? I have had them in my collection for quite a while, to be honest, and I don't really reach for them. Some of them I do take them traveling with me, or I used to, because it's like a 2-in-1. But since I got like Dandelion mini blush, that's definitely been my go-to travel, and that's what lives in my travel bag nowadays because it's smaller. So I feel like these maybe just, I don't really need them anymore. I'm going to give them just a little bit of a blend with the powder brush to seamlessly blend everything in. And then for lips, I have got the Lily by Red collections, which you guys have already seen before. Or if you haven't seen them, just have a look for the video. I'm going to use something from the number 2 kit. This is the pink one. These ones actually got sun bleached. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a little square here that's lighter because I left them in the sun. And yeah, no, this isn't the one I wanted to use. So I changed my mind. I'm going to use the black kit because this one I wanted to use number 2. I think in the black kit I like the colours more than I like the other one, so I might end up keeping the black kit and then getting rid of the pink one. It's like I said before, I just really do not need all of the colours. So number 2 is like a strawberry pink. Naturally a bit much, so I'm just going to blend it out a bit. Oh man, my lips are dry. Okay, so that's a really nice base colour, and then I'm looking at number 6, which I think is that really dark reddy sort of colour. Yes. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that in the centre and make it more of a gradient. This is a weird look with the eyes, but whatever. Okay, I feel like I like both of these ones, so that's quite good. And then that is everything. So overall, I'm still liking the foundation. I feel like it's a little bit ghostly on camera maybe, but I don't know if that's because I'm feeling a bit shiny or something. It looks pretty good. There is a bit of texture problems, but also, to be fair, my skin is not doing so well in terms of texture anyway, so it's probably not the foundation's fault. It's probably my fault. The eyeshadow, I really like it. I think it's really pretty. I did hit my face with the mascara, so just ignore that, but that'll be okay. The contour, I can see it a little bit, but it's not too intense, which honestly for me is what I'm looking for, so I'm not displeased by that at all. And then the lips, I feel like they look quite nice, but they probably just don't suit this look. Like, I don't think they look good with the eyeshadow, but whatever, that's fine. So thank you guys so much for watching this Get Ready With Me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!